Hello, and welcome to the Indie Ocean video review and Let's Play channel. And welcome indeed to this new feature which I'm introducing today. The idea is that it's going to be short videos, as opposed to my customary 20 to 25 minute Let's Play videos. And it's going to be of games that I want to draw attention to, and that I like, but I'm not very good at. I think you have to have some sort of skill and capability at a game in order to do a proper Let's Play of it. So I just do sort of brief introductory videos to these games so you can see what they're about and decide if you like them. With that in mind, let's press on with Prismatic Solid. The theme of this first batch is going to be a trinity of vertical shooters. I'm generally not a big fan of vertical shooters, but sometimes when they offer something a bit different, I find them more engaging than the average, and Prismatic Solid certainly does that. You'll notice immediately, if you're observant, that your little green ship there is surrounded by three strange coloured, spindly, sort of army tentacle-y things. And each of these corresponds to one of the appropriately coloured face buttons. So the blue one corresponds to X, the yellow one to Y, and the red one to B. And they just kind of float around your ship all the time. They don't really do anything themselves. But you will notice that my shot patterns keep changing. Sometimes they're a weird multicoloured beam thing, or a spread, or homing shots. And basically these shot types are chosen from the list right there underneath the score bar. But more important than the different patterns of shots, although that is important, is that each different weapon changes the arrangement of the coloured objects around your ship. And these things have two functions. Partly, they can be activated as bombs, like this, using up some of the appropriately coloured energy that you've collected from destroyed enemies. But more importantly, in my opinion, especially if you're not very good like me, is they can be used to act as shields, and that's the importance of repositioning them around your ship by choosing different weapons. They can screen you from incoming shots. Of course, they shrink as you expend their energy on area attack, bomb type things. So that, yeah, they diminish and become less effective as shields. So you have to strike a balance between using them for area of effect attacks and keeping them around as shields. And you have to try and work out what's the best combination of shot type and positioning of shields to get you through. Now here, oh, quite like this background incidentally. I like the rainy water effect. At this point you'll notice they're all floating behind me, not my favourite. This one is my favourite, because it's a nice combination of having shields on both sides and in front, and a sort of spray of shots which enables someone who's not very skilled, like me, to hit most enemies. Like these sort of water lily things. I assume that's what they're meant to be. Oh, the dangers of flying across a pond. The hostility of the flowers. Who hasn't been there? So you can see a prime example there. You can either unleash an area of effect attack which not only damages enemies, but also wipes out their shots, or you can hide behind the shields. And it's really this mechanic that makes all the difference to Prismatic Solid. It took me a while to work it out, because the game doesn't really explain any of this. But once I figured it out after, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes of play, I really took a liking to the game. This is something that I haven't seen done anywhere else. And I do like to have different and unique features in this sort of game, because otherwise they can get quite samey and repetitive. I know I'm not alone, either. I recommended this to Tim Hurley of Gearfish.com only yesterday, and I think he would appreciate the interesting mechanic here. Let's have another go at this, because that was a pretty poor performance. But to be honest, I rarely get very far through this second level, because I'm just bad at bullet hell games. Bullet hell is the appropriate term. I find them horrifically awful. And apparently, I crash into inanimate objects. Twice in a row. You can see why I don't do very well at games like this. But still, the interesting mechanic makes it worth playing, even though I'm not very good at it. So, I haven't got very far, but I do recommend Prismatic Solid. Even if you don't usually like this sort of game, the strategy and thought and sort of spontaneous tactics on the fly that you have to come up with in using your shields and types of weapon and so on really elevates it above the run-of-the-mill vertical shooters. And I think I'm about to die any second here. So I'll just thank you for watching and say keep your eyes peeled for more of these This Is videos. Quick looks at games that are worth attention but that I'm not good enough at to let's play. The first 3 are going to be vertical shooters. I like to run with a theme. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.